I'm going to walk you through the steps to access all of the documents for this class, as well as to access the assignment folder to turn in items. Here I'm logged on to my other Gmail account to show you what it looks like from a student's perspective. At the top here you have, next to your Gmail, you probably have Docs or Drive to get to your documents. If you click on that, it will open in a new tab if you're in Chrome, and it will look something like this. And I have shared all of these folders with you. So if you click on Shared with Me, you will then see the folders I'm talking about. One is an English 9 student documents and one is an English 9 assignment folder. Both of these need to be moved to your drive. In order to do this, you can just put a check mark next to each of them and literally drag them to my drive. Another way you can do this is to make sure they get there and not in the wrong spot, is to click on this folder up here and it will pop up with the word organize. And then you can just put a little check mark next to my drive, and that will move them to your drive. It doesn't do anything to anybody else's. It just makes them more accessible to you. So now if you come back to your Google document or drive section in the future, after I refresh the screen, you'll see that now under my drive, if you do the arrow and drop down, you now have English 9 assignment folder and English 9 documents. The documents are all of the items for this class, and you have viewing rights to those. The assignment folder you have editing rights to, because you're going to have to actually put your documents into there and others have access to it. So just be aware that you have editing rights to that, and to be careful when you're moving things in and out of that folder. Underneath that folder are several subfolders that I've created, and I might create more as the year goes on. But you can see here, Writing 1 folder is there, and that's where you're going to turn in your assignment for this first quarter that you're working on. So for instance, if this was that assignment, it's not, it's just an example, I would then either drag it to that folder, or once again, to make sure it gets to that proper location, I could hit organize and say I want it to go to the Writing 1 folder, hit apply changes, and then you can just click on the Writing 1 folder and make sure it's there. Another way to make sure it's there is that it should be tagged to that folder. You'll notice that it says shared there. For instance, any of these that are tagged to the right location will have a little tag marking after them to show where they are in your Google Drive.